Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mixon, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let him know, let him know.
King now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st down. It's Bates. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check three.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Under 10. 10.
On 2nd down, it's Bates. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
58 to Mike. So don't say nothing. Watch out. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Fresno. Yeah. Check, nickel. Check.
On 3rd down, Bates. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Watch the block, motion, block.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bates. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Check. 22. Check. Bowman. 22. Check. Bowman. Back. Watch the out. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Bates, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Slant. Bang. Kill.
Second and 9 now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third down, Bates. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
King to throw on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
You go tight. You got tight. Next box. Right.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check three.
Now a give, right side. It's Bates, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. SOS.
Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on third down. King got a man. It's Ross, complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now King, operating from the gun. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On second down now, Mixon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. Coming. That's it. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Hey. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Watch twist. Watch twist.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. To return is Taylor. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 5. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert, alert. 3 out, 3 out. Ready. 58, come on. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 58.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
To number 13. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Bates. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right? Don't get nervous now. We ain't
They're going to look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is King. Throwing to start the drive. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. King. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Marr able to put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You better be afraid of him. Squeeze. Slam. Put up.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Me and you all day.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bates. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you. I got you. Check 24. Check 24. Shift.
They go play action here on first down. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down now, it's Bates, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
In your face.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Touch the elbow. They don't want it. Got double tight. Double tight.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first down, Nixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And some room to work. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 2. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. King. Open man is Ross, complete. The 30. Past the 20, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Go.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and
coordinator. You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.